Hello everyone, I am Virendra Rajput. I welcome you all in the third video on critical path method. In this video, you will learn to find critical path and project duration. So let's start. A project consists of 7 activities as shown in the table. Activity, post activity and duration is the given data. And from this given data, we have to draw the network diagram, then calculate earliest start time, latest start time, earliest finish time, latest finish time and floats, mark the critical path and find out project duration. So let's start with constructing network diagram. I have explained in detail how to construct network diagram in my previous video. So here we'll quickly draw the network diagram. So from the given data, activity A has post activities B and C. That means B and C activities will be performed after activity A. In simple words, post activity means successor activity. And this activity A will take 8 days for completion. So let's start with the activity A. Now B and C and activity B has post activity D, so D will be here, and activity C has post activity E, so E will be here. Activity D and activity E. Now activity D has F as a post activity and activities E and F have post activity G. Now we will allocate duration of each activity and we will write it above the arrow. For activity A, duration is 8 days, so we'll write here 8. Similarly 10 for B, 12 for C, 6 for D, 4, 3 and 2. After completing network diagram, draw 2 boxes at each event. Here in first box, write the value of earliest start time of the activity, and in second box, write latest finish time of the activity. So mark these 2 boxes at each event. Then draw one table. Here write down all the activities in the sequence and their duration. From the network diagram, we have to find EST and LFT, which we will write in these 2 boxes. Once EST and LFT is known to us, we can easily calculate LST and EFT by simple arithmetic. So earliest start time of activity A will be 0. Now earliest possible start time of activity B will be 8 days, because activity B cannot be started unless and until activity A is completed, and activity A takes 8 days to complete. So earliest start time for activity B as well as activity C will be 8 days, and we will write it here. So earliest start time of activity B and activity C is 8. Similarly, for activity D, earliest start time will be 8 plus 10, 18 days. Earliest start time for activity E will be 8 plus 12, 20. Earliest start time for activity F 18 plus 6, 24. Now, earliest start time for activity G, that is 24 plus 3, 27, and 20 plus 4, 24. Because activity G cannot be started until and unless activity E and F is completed. So out of these two values, we have to take maximum value, and we'll write 27 here, that is earliest start time for activity G. And here at end event, 27 plus 2, that is 29. Now write down all the values in this table. Now we will calculate latest finish time. So here we will write 29. Then to find out latest finish time of activity E and F, where is 29 minus 2 is equal to 27. Latest finish time of activity D is 27 minus 3, it is 24. Latest finish time of activity C is 27 minus 4, that is 23. Latest finish time of activity B is 24 minus 6, it is 18. Now latest finish time of activity A, 18 minus 10 is equal to 8, and 23 minus 12 is equal to 11. So here we have to take backward pass, and this time we will take the minimum value, that is 8, and at the start event we'll write 0. Now write down all the latest finish time values in the table. Right now we will find out EFT by using formula EST plus T, that is the duration of that activity. So for activity A, EFT will be 0 plus 8, 8. For activity B, 8 plus 10, so 18. Similarly, find out all the EFT. Now calculate LST by using formula LFT minus T, that is duration. Here 0, LFT 8 minus duration 8. For activity B, LFT 18 minus duration 10, so 8. Similarly, complete this column. Now calculate float by using LFT minus EFT. LFT minus EFT. So for activity A, 8 minus 8, 0. For B, 18 minus 18, 0. For activity C, 23 minus 23. Here 0, 3, 0, 0. Now in the last column, we will mark critical activity and non-critical activity. So the activity having 0 as a float is critical activity. Here critical and critical. In the network diagram, we will mark the critical path by using critical activities. So activity A is a critical activity, then activity B, then D, F, and G. So your critical path is A, B, D, F and G. Normally it is denoted by inclined line on the critical activities, and project duration is 29 days. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. Thank you very much.